Welcome back to Border on Football. Now, this Sunday is shaping up to be a pivotal weekend in the title race. We have the league leaders Arsenal, hosting their London rivals Crystal Palace at the Emirates Stadium. And crucially, this game is going to happen at the same time as Manchester City travel to face an Aston Villa side unbeaten in 5 league games at home. Arsenal are flying high, riding a 5-game winning streak across all competitions, and they just sent a massive statement to Europe with an incredible 4-0 Champions League victory over Atletico Madrid. But Palace, the league's drawing experts, are coming off a morale-boosting 3-3 draw against Bournemouth, secured by a 97th minute penalty. And the big question is, can the Gunners secure 3 points and potentially stretch their lead at the top of the table? Or will Palace expose the one doubt surrounding Arsenal, a lack of open play goals? Stick around, because we're diving deep into the historical records, the injury status of Big Gabby, and the tactical battle between Arteta's set-piece dominance and Mateta's hot London form. Let's start off with the foundation of Arsenal's success, their incredible defence. Defensive record this season is historic. The Gunners have conceded just 3 goals in the Premier League this season. That is the joint fewest goals they've conceded after 8 league game matches since 98-99 campaign, a campaign that sits dearly in my heart. They've also already registered 5 clean sheets in their first 8 matches, a feat last achieved in that same 98-99 season. And here's the mind-blowing streak that Opta have highlighted. Arsenal have not faced a single shot on target in either of the last 2 Premier League matches. If they achieve this against Palace, they will become only the second side since 2003-2004 season after Manchester City in 2014. Go 3 games in a row without facing a shot on target. Now, Mikel Arteta is chasing these milestones. We all know that. He stated that securing these kind of records is important because the teams with the best defensive records usually win the league. Knowing that the stronger they are in the foundation, the bigger the probability of winning games is. It's also probably worth noting they have only conceded 1 goal from open play so far this season. The defensive unit has faced the fewest shots, 65, the fewest shots on target, 18, and the lowest expected goals, XG, 4.8 in the league. Which is, it's absurd, let's be honest. And the big question right now is, can Arsenal continue this rich vein of defensive form and get anywhere close to, Chelsea's record of, I believe, 15 goals in a season? Now, despite the defensive mastery, there's one area that has drawn criticism, and Arsenal have scored fewer open play goals than Burnley and the same total as Sunderland. But this is where the genius of Mikel Arteta's tactical focus comes in. Set pieces. Now, Arsenal leads the Premier League in corner goals, 7, and overall goals from set pieces, 10 this season. They have scored from a dead ball in 6 of their last 8 games, marking the earliest point in the Premier League history any team has scored 10 set-piece goals in a season. Now, Arteta explained his philosophy in the pre-match press conference and saying he doesn't separate football into open play and set pieces. Instead, he focuses on maximizing certain things that happen very frequently. He reveals this commitment started a long time ago, and he stated that 10 years ago, I started to have a vision and tried to implement a method and tried to be surrounded by the best people to deliver that. And let's be honest, that dominance is a result of the calculated work and the evolution of players like Declan Rice, whom Arteta praised for evolving into like a total player who can now be instrumental in improving set piece delivery. I mean, it is unbelievable. Let's get into the next section. So, for Crystal Palace, their recent form shows they are masters of securing a point, as I previously said, having drawn 8 of their last 14 matches. Draw is arguably the best result they could hope for. The biggest headache for manager Oliver Glasner is the massive disparity between their attacking quality and their finishing. Now, Palace leads the league in shots on target with 43. Believe their expected goals, or XG, is 17.4. Yeah, they are underperforming their XG by the largest margin of a minus 5.4 and have missed a staggering 22 of their 33 big chances. They want to win, they have to convert these. However, the Gunners, must be wary of Jean-Philippe Mateta, who is in red-hot form. He's only the third Palace player ever to score 5 goals in their first 8 Premier League matches. Mateta is a London derby specialist, having scored 8 of his last 9 goals in London. Mikel Arteta is obviously acutely aware of this, and he has stressed that stopping the source of attacks is the way to deal with Mateta. Now, Arsenal are dealing with several long-term absences through this. So we know Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, Noni Madueke, and Martin Odegaard are still unavailable in the next week or so. The immediate concern, however, is Brazilian centre-back Gabriel Magalhães. He was forced off the pitch with an issue during the Champions League win over Atletico Madrid. And Arteta confirmed that Gabriel has not been able to train yet, and they will check his evolution in the next 24 hours to determine, obviously, his availability for the weekend. If he misses out, Hincapié may be needed to step in. I feel that most likely Arsenal will bring Trossard back in. He's been fantastic, kind of stepping into midfield at times. And because of that, also Calafiori will retain his left-back berth, taking it back from Mars Lewis-Skelly, who started in the Champions League. I think most sense will be that Mosquera steps into left centre-back, because I feel that although Hincapié could come in, Arteta doesn't like bringing players in for their debuts in games like this. So I can't see it happen. Now, in terms of battles on the pitch, Emirates Eze and Mark Gahey could be a battle that we see. It's going to be an emotional homecoming for Eze, who made a stunning move to Arsenal late in the window. He faces his former captain, Gahey, whom he knows all too well. Now, Arteta emphasised that this will be a very special match for Eze, and he expects Eze to be ready for the pressure of playing against his former club. Gabriel could be another person who has a great battle if he is fit against Mateta. If not, we could see a good battle between Mosquera and Mateta. If Gabriel is fit, it's a clash of the Titans, let's be honest, pitting the masterful Brazilian centre-back against Mateta, who excels in aerials. Also, Zubimendi and Adam Wharton. Now, that's a battle for midfield supremacy between Spanish elegance and English excellence. Arteta has been praising Zubimendi's role, noting that he brings then hierarchy, setting composure and remarkable speed in perceiving information and learning during the game. I think Zubimendi, as of late, has been absolutely fantastic. I gave him man of the match in my instant reaction on the Canon podcast for the Atleti game. Finally, let's just go head-to-head history and predictions. So historically, the deck is stacked heavily against the visitors. Palace have only managed 1 victory in the last 14 away league games against Arsenal. That single win came in April 2019 under Roy Hodgson. So Arsenal have won 5 of the last 6 Premier League meetings, though Palace did secure a 2-2 draw in this fixture last season. Again, thanks to a late Mateta chip that kind of rattled the Gunners, let's be honest. in terms of predictions. The Opta supercomputer is confident of a home victory, rating Arsenal's chances of winning at 67.2% or 60. No, I'll correct myself. 62.7%. And a draw was the outcome in 19.8% of the simulations. Crystal Palace getting a victory, coming out at 17.5% of the time. However, I did cross-reference this with goals predictions. If you are someone that likes these, they expect a tighter effect, expecting Palace to frustrate the league leaders utilising counterattacks. Their prediction is a 1-1 draw. Now, the match kicks off on Sunday, October 26th at 2 o'clock, I believe, at the Emirates Stadium. You can catch it on Sky Sports or Peacock if you are in the US. Let me know what you think of this. What's your take? Will the defensive fortress hold and set a new shotless record? Will Eberechi Eze return to haunt his old club? Let me know your score predictions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this analysis, please hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the Premier League action. I'll see you next time. It's been Forward on Football. Like and subscribe. Border out.